Hi folks, this is Brier again. This is vid number 9 and the title is Brier Ridge Ducks. Hunting ducks on Brier Ridge. There was a lady at work to whom I mentioned one day that I wish I could find a nice place to hunt ducks. Scottsville had been in the forest game program a couple of years and the area was becoming very popular year-round. She told me to go talk with her dad. They had a farm in the Brier Ridge area outside of Mashopin. A few days later, I went up to see him. She had already told him about me, and he was more than happy to have me and the boys come and hunt on his pond. It was about 3 acres and a long oval shape. It was created by a beaver dam. The pond sat down in a hollow about 100 yards off the paved road. It was wooded on that side of the pond. On the far side was a cow pasture with an old stone wall running downhill, and it actually ended somewhere in the middle of the pond. The exit stream ran on down towards Mashopin through some mid-growth timber. Brian and I parked below the pond and made an approach, working our way up the stream. We came upon a couple of guys coming down the stream. They stopped to tell me that hunting was not allowed on the pond. They had stopped to ask the farmer, and he told them that only the game warden and his boys had permission to hunt on his property. They wanted me to know so I could be on the lookout for the game warden. I thanked them for the warning, and they continued on down the hill. I just smiled to myself. To give Brian the best chance at a duck, I had him go to the pasture side of the pond and set up alongside the stone wall, keeping out of sight. I was down from him on the wooded side. Old Duke stayed with me, but he knew where Brian was. That dog would stand perfectly still. When birds approached or flew by, nothing moved except his eyes. He was an awesome bird dog. I waded out into the water a little where I could see Brian's location and possibly get a decent shot myself. About the time I was in position, a mallard drake came flying up the creek and right past me. He was too high for a good shot. About that time I hear Brian's 20 gauge go off. I hollered, "He's too high!" Then I heard it. Splash! He nailed that duck. Duke took off around the pond and into the water he goes. Brian's first duck. It was my turn to look foolish this time. This is the end of the Brier Ridge duck hunt, and also known to me as Brian's first duck. All the best, everyone.